Coming up on the lakefront, we follow up on OLLU's dining demerits. Also, we test students' knowledge on U.S. politics. And in sports, we would tell a news start from a current OLLU tennis player next on the lakefront. Hello, my name is Jessica Ortiz, and thank you for watching. Last week, we brought a story on the students' town hall meeting on dining services. I followed up this week on why the students have concern with the quality of food services on campus. Hundreds of students flow in and out of the cafeteria and take a part in one of the largest food services in San Antonio. Sarico has been a part of Our Lady of the Lake University for over 2 years. This past month, the San Antonio Food and Safety Department gave Sarico's a handful of marks, receiving 13 demerits. Rodent droppings in shelves and under ice machines has become a constant problem for the Director of Operations, Roger Molina.
What we've done, actually we've gone and addressed the 4 issues that came up and had those corrected immediately.
As you can see in this video, pest control is still a problem. Unlike restaurants, school food safety is overseen by public health.
Recently, when I purchased a chicken burger, I realized that once I bit into it, the wrapper was still on the cheese.
Demerits were also given due to employees' failure to remember basic training duties as well as maintenance problems. Molina adds that all students should feel safe and assured knowing that all issues have been resolved.
Well, everything is up to standard and within the policies and regulations of the City of San Antonio health codes.
Sarico is optimistic for their next inspection and maintaining a high excellence. This is Jessica Ortiz reporting from the lakefront. There have been a few changes nationwide this past Monday. 12 cities changed the traditional holiday name of Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day. This is to acknowledge the violence and that the Native Americans suffered when the Europeans first arrived to the Americas. With the 2015 election just over a year away, the lakefront went out to test all the students' knowledge of the candidates and the political structure of the U.S.
79% of college students are registered to vote, but according to Pew Research Center, 1 in 10 of them don't give a hoot about politics.
How much do you know about the government?
Little to nothing.
Lakefront Live interviewed various college students attending Our Lady of the Lake University. Here's what we found.
Do you know what was the only amendment that was appealed?
I think it was 20.
Do you know what is the supreme law of the land?
I'm not sure.
How many amendments are in the Constitution?
13.
Final answer?
12.5.
Who appoints the Supreme Court justices?
That's a good question. Maybe the district justices, the people who we elect to elect the Supreme Court justices.
This is Jeb Bush.
Okay.
Do you know what he's doing right now?
Probably important things.
An informed electorate is a prerequisite for democracy, and if voters do not know what is going on in politics, they cannot rationally exercise control over government policy. Thus, large-scale voter ignorance possesses a serious danger to our American democracy.
Yeah, vote for Bernie Sanders.
Victoria Arroyo, Lakefront Live.
An OLLU professor was able to research in a very special place this past summer. The lakefront's Alexis Navarro has more.
She walks, I guess I believe it was from the left, and she just says in her accent, she said, hello, and I'm like, oh no, I don't know what to say anymore, and I froze because it kind of caught me off guard.
Dr. Elizabeth Dyer has been working here for 4 years and is the head assistant of the music department.
So actually you need to look at the actual music to see what happens.
During the summer, she visited the music archives in Vatican City, Italy.
There are holes in the lip of the thing, so you would stick a stake in wherever the holes were to keep the book open. Because you're not allowed to touch the books. You have to wear gloves in this archive because of the age of the documents. And so as you work through the documents, you would simply take up one of the wooden stakes, use the stake to flip the page, put the stake back down, and keep working. So it's very, very quiet. It's not air conditioned, so when I was there, it was between 80 and 90 degrees as the afternoon went on. It was very unpleasant.
We also asked her about the struggles she faced while in the archives.
The hardest part was having to hand copy it all because they did not allow us to do any photography or digital reproductions. So whatever they handed to us, if you wanted to take away, you had to copy it by hand.
Dr. Dyer brought the music back to Our Lady of the Lake University. For Lakefront Live, this is Alexis Navarro and Janine Ortiz signing off.
The 2015 American Music Awards nominations are out. Taylor Swift leads the pack with 6 nominations, including Artist of the Year. Ed Sheeran and The Weeknd follows with 5 nominations. Fans can vote for their favorite artists on the AMA website. The show will air on November 22nd on ABC. For all you Twitter fans, you may have noticed the lightning bolt icon on the homepage. It is meant to keep users updated with current events and breaking news worldwide. This feature will work for users who are either logged in or logged out. The Division of Mission and Ministry and the Congregation of Divine Providence invite the OLLU community to join them on a mission trip to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Volunteers will help repair churches and schools and assist children in orphanages. The trip will take place during spring break. For more information about the trip and cause, please contact Rosanna Chavez or Sister Glorianne Fielder. The last month, the Obama administration announced changes to the FAFSA application date. The changes will begin in the 2017-2018 school year. FAFSA will collect income information a prior year. Students can speak with a counselor in the financial aid office if they have any questions regarding the changes. And now, here in sports with Gabriela Cavazos.
Hello everyone. Saints soccer team came away with 4-0 victories yesterday against Houston Tillotson. They will be back in action Thursday at home against LSU Alexandria starting at 1. Volleyball dropped its match with Trinity last night 3-1. Saints are 15-3 on the season. Saints tennis team is a new start for an OLLU student athlete. Chelsea McLean shares his story.
The 2015 Our Lady of the Lake tennis team has a new player, but he's not quite what you'd expect. Clint Bowling has decided to continue his college education after taking a hiatus due to unusual circumstances.
I went to Europe and I played a lot, tournaments in France and Germany, and I just basically trained there full time in France in my club.
At age 20, Clint decided to attend college.
Clemson gave me a full ride scholarship, so I took advantage of it, but it turned out that I wanted to do my own thing.
Clint spent 2 years at Clemson University. After that, he took his tennis playing career overseas. Clint's decision to return back to school was something he always knew he would do.
When I left, to play, the plan was always to finish, so I'm sort of, I had some options to go to work right away, and I wanted to try to finish this degree, and here's an option to play tennis, and so I think that's the why I made the decision to come back.
Clint Bowling has enjoyed his experience playing tennis at Our Lady of the Lake University and looks forward to continuing his college career. This has been Chelsea McLean with the Lakefront News here at Our Lady of the Lake University.
The traditional Boo Bash is right around the corner. This is a time when children and families come from the community for an exciting night of trick-or-treating, as well as a carnival. The event will be on October 29th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in Centennial Courtyard. Boxes have been placed all around campus for candy donations. If you would like to learn more, please contact Deborah Guzman or Stephanie Cook. Sigma Theta Epsilon will be hosting the Monster Mash Bash on Halloween night, starting at 8 in the UAC. Pre-sale tickets are $6 and $8 at the door. For more information, please contact Courtney Daly. That is all for our weekly newscast. Don't forget to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. At the lakefront, before we leave you, here's a package from one of the OLLU Emmys Award nominees, Angelica Casas.
Buckets of stored water for washing dishes. aluminum tins for going to the restroom, grills for cooking and heating, and a small electrical generator for minor lighting. These are not ideal living conditions, but Margarita Flores says she, her husband, and their 2 young boys have been living with no electricity, running water, or plumbing for almost 2 months now.
My deadline was approaching, and it was a deadline to leave Mission Trails. That was February 28th. So I left one day prior to the deadline day.
Flores and her family, as well as some 300 other residents of Mission Trails Mobile Home Park, were displaced from their property earlier this year after the city of San Antonio approved the park's rezoning. The family now has their mobile home parked in an empty lot outside of San Antonio, where they don't even have an address.
We were able to get a small electric generator, and we turn it on for only a couple of hours. When it gets dark, the generator is turned on. It uses up all the gasoline, and the light and electricity ends. And then
ya se acabó la luz. A dormir. No sabemos, ojalá que esto.
We don't know. Hopefully, this passes quickly, because my sons are adolescents, and they ask me why we are living in these conditions, if we were doing well with the commodities that any other family has.
Como cualquier otra familia.
Both running water and electricity are 2 utilities that Flores will never again take for granted.
Por eso dicen que no hay cosa mala. That's why they say there are no bad experiences that come without bringing something better. It will come, and we believe this is the moment in which everything will get better.
This is Angelica Casas reporting for Lakefront Live.